So, do you think that money is just a number or a paper on the screen? What if I told you that money is actually an illusion? Today I will break down how the money really works, where it comes from and why understanding it from the first step to building wealth. So, what is money? Money is basically a tool which have three core purposes, which can be first store of value, basically saving wealth. In this money you can save wealth, or second it can be used for medium of exchange. So with 100 rupees note you can buy a cup of coffee, or third it can be unit of account, which is basically it holds a value, measuring value, that 100 rupees note can only buy a coffee, it cannot buy a car. So the history of money, it's basically a evolution of trust. As you may wonder that the money or the trade started with barter system. In this, you can trade using or other than physical commodities, which is basically it can be trading fruits or vegetable with animals. And then we moved or the commodity shifted to gold and silver, which has the intrinsic value. And then at last we move to paper money, which is based on trust, not on physical backing. As you may wonder, this can be a $100 note. But but do you think really the note carries value of $100? I mean, it can be made using $1 or $10 worth of money. But why it is? Because it's basically the trust on physical backing, like we are basically trusting our government on it, and which is basically the fiat money, which only the government says so. That's why we follow that. So for your knowledge, I want to say you that bank only needs to keep a small fraction of deposits, and the reason here is that when bank lends money, the new money is created. You may wonder how. So, if example you deposited 1 crore rupees in your bank, so now the bank can lend 10 crore rupees loan worth to people, and this is how sometimes the economy is destroyed. You may have heard about USA. Tell me in the comments if you know what happened in USA, how the economy basically got destroyed. So, this is how the money moves in the economic cycle. First, it moves from the individual to businesses, then the businesses to government, and then finally to the bank, and then it started go on. So, you may wonder what is inflation? Inflation is basically rise in value of prices, but it's basically fall in money values. So, more money in the system, the lower the value per unit, rising demand or limited supply. Why saving alone is dangerous? So you may wonder, if you save rupees 80 today, and then in maybe in 10 years the 80 rupees will buy you less. So what is the solution? So basically the solution here is that you need to invest the money to beat the inflation, so that you can achieve everything you want in your life. So so now I will change your perception how to make money work for you. You may wonder that it's so simple to make money work for you. Like first you will earn, then you will save, then you will invest, then you will repeat and repeat, and then you will become rich. But now I will tell you that this is completely wrong. If you will continue that path, you will never become rich. You will rather you will rather get stuck in the rat race, which is basically that you will never grow in your life. You will just be stuck in this system. So, in order to get rich quicker, or not fall in this rat race, you need to your money need to grow faster than inflation. And the good debt you need to have build asset, that is it can be business, properties, real estate and all. But you do not need to have bad liability like credit card loan which or consumer loans which basically ruins your life and never able make you rich. Before coming to the final part of the video, you need to learn the compound interest. I'm sure it will help you to generate your wealth. And now my final thoughts to call press action is that money is just a tool. Once you understand how it's created, moves and losses value, then you can start using to your advantage instead of being controlled by it. Now you may be controlled by it. Remember, never be control in money. You always need to control the money. Or in your real life also, I will say you that never get in control by anyone. Always control people. That will only make you rich. And now if you find this video eye-opening, like this video, subscribe to the Mastering Money, and let's learn how to grow wealth together. This is my first video. I hope you guys will become rich.